Hi everyone, welcome to Halo Zone. My name is Lead Assassin, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a Let's Play of Halo Wars 2. Now that we know for sure that the Banished are one of the main enemies in Halo Infinite, I wanted to finally go through and see what they're all about. And I figured, not everyone here might necessarily be an RTS fan. I know some maybe the die-hard Halo fans went through Halo Wars 2, but I figured maybe a lot haven't. So, I personally played through Halo Wars 1 a long time ago, but haven't really touched 2 yet, so I kind of wanted to see what Atriox and the Banished are all about, and I figured this would be a great way for myself and all Halo Zone's viewers to see them as well. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started.
Wake up. Something has happened. The Spirit of Fire is in a situation I could not anticipate. I'm certain Professor Anders would enjoy that little admission, so let's keep it between us, shall we? We've been adrift for just over 28 years. I've made quite a few repairs while you were sleeping, so ship systems are 100%. Cryo worked well, and med stats on all remaining crew are green. As for me, well, regulations are clear about final dispensation at the end of an AI's 7-year lifespan. I took care of my own arrangements rather than wake you. I didn't want to... well, I hope you can forgive this final breach of protocol. It was a pleasure and an honor to serve with you, sir. Do look after everyone for me, would you? Goodbye, Captain. Serena out.
I'll need to get down there. Immediately, of course.
Good morning to you too, Professor.
I'm sorry, Captain. It's good to see you too. But just look at it.
What is it? And where are we?
No idea. Our astronavigation system can't pinpoint a location. We're not on the map anymore.
We didn't drift out of the galaxy in 28 years, Professor. Sensor records show we arrived via slip space less than an hour ago.
Our slip space drive is gone. However we got here, it wasn't us who initiated the trip. Something down there must have opened the portal from this end and pulled us in.
Captain Cutter, sir. We received a signal from the surface. It's UNSC.
Signal to my location, Lieutenant. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm sorry, Captain. I can't play it for you, sir. The message has an encryption scheme we haven't seen before.
Security measures would advance without us. But it is coming through on a UNSC frequency. This is good. When we left, the war wasn't going well. The signal means the UNSC's still fighting, or maybe we even won. What's the source of the transmission?
We don't have the surface details yet, sir. Something down there is blocking our scans, and without Serena... But we do have a rough location. Should be simple enough to triangulate once we pick up the signal from the ground.
Cutter to Jerome.
Reporting, Captain.
Prep Spartan Red Team and a small recon squad. Professor Anders will send you the coordinates. Find out who's sending that signal. Be on the ground within the hour. Travel light.
Roger that, yet. Recon only.
28 years, Professor. Let's see what kind of galaxy we woke up to.
Professor Anders, any update on the source of that signal?
It wasn't easy, but I've narrowed it down to a small sector and our recon teams are investigating now. I've cleared up the scans a bit and it looks like there's a UNSC outpost or research station, but it's heavily damaged. It doesn't look good, but the Spartans will handle it. They always do.
It would be a lot faster if you let me go down with them, Captain.
Without Serena here, I need you on the ship, Professor. Besides, we don't know what's waiting for us down there. Jerome, get Red Team to the Professor's coordinates, ASAP. I want you to make first contact with whoever's sending that signal.
Understood, sir. We'll find them.
Alright, so as I was saying before, RTS aren't necessarily my strong point. I've played Halo War 1 when it first came out, and I'll be honest, the only reason I played Halo Wars 1 or even bought it was because it came with the map pack for Halo 3. I've also recently started a playthrough with a buddy of mine, going through all the Halo games in the order that they're supposed to happen, so I'm actually playing through and pretty much near the end of Halo Wars 1 right now with him. So I have a feel for the controls that Halo Wars 1 had, and I'm hoping 2 really didn't change up too much. It's also because of that I'm letting you guys know that I do struggle a bit with RTS, so when it comes to the gameplay, I'm not quite sure what I'll do. I know these missions can take upwards of 20 minutes, and at least speaking for myself, RTS aren't the most engaging to watch. So I might be going through this and cutting out some of the team building areas where I'm building up my base, building up my army, and maybe just saving it for tackling main objectives or side objectives and just showing you guys that part. I'm going to be doing most of this in post-commentary just because the way my situation is, it's not really feasible for me to sit down, do like a 40-minute mission, with cutscenes and all, and be live calming and be able to do that, because I do have to stop, let my dogs out, do other things, so that's kind of the style this Let's Play is going to be following. And again, because I'm not the best at RTS, please bear with me. And also, I'm very open to suggestions. Some of these may be recorded a bit ahead, like episode 1 and 2 are recorded in a certain batch. Probably we'll be doing the same with 3 and 4. But any suggestions or tips that you guys give, I will very happily look over, take into consideration, and try to implement as fast as I can. And again, I greatly appreciate any help you guys can give me. When it comes to this mission, I was actually very surprised that it's very straightforward and is more along the lines of just moving from point A to point B and then back from B to A. I kind of do just mess around a little bit, especially at the end when I really shouldn't and miss one of the optional objectives. You'll see what happens. But overall, I'm really excited to see what the Banished are all about. As you'll see from a cutscene that's coming up, they definitely are a very menacing foe, especially in the way that they're introduced. And I'm really interested to see what happens during this campaign and how the interactions go, and how we get to the point that we're at in Halo Infinite, even if it really directly ties in. So I'm not really sure. As someone who's never played this, I'm going to probably have a lot of speculation on how things are going to go. And if I'm right, awesome. And if I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. But speaking of Halo Infinite, we've had a lot of, I think, honestly, really great news when it comes to Halo Infinite. I was one of the people who really did enjoy the initial reveal of the campaign trailer. I know there were some things that people weren't necessarily happy about, like with the graphics, or, sprint being there, but for the most part, personally, I really enjoyed it. I mean, this is 343's third Halo game. The past two have had sprint. Kind of knew it was going to be there. I'm very excited for equipment to come back. Halo 3 is my favorite of the original trilogy, so seeing equipment come back made me all kinds of happy.
Professor, we found some more portals.
I'm also really interested to see what kind of weapons they're going to introduce, because we already had, I believe, like 5 new weapons just shown in that first gameplay trailer, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I don't know if we've had that many weapons introduced at once that fast. So I wonder if this game is really going to give us a whole bunch of new weapons. And I'm all about more brute weapons because I really enjoy the brute spiker, and also I really do enjoy the brute chopper. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to bring to the table. Alright, well, time for a cutscene here, so I'm going to be quiet and we'll see what happens after this.
Pilot table, 10 o'clock.
Spartans, thank God. We have to get out of here.
Identify.
Isabel, UNSC Logistics, Arc Research Outpost.
Isabel, where are the survivors? What's the strength of the Covenant force here?
Covenant? No, why would... Listen, you're in incredible danger.
What was that?
It's him.
You're coming with us.
As I suspected. Nothing but a man.
Red Team Leader, this is Recon 1. You have multiple hostiles approaching your location.
Alice, we're leaving.
Little demon.
Command, this is Red Team. We have a Spartan casualty.
Hunt them down.
Immediate evac requested.
Find out where they came from.
Douglas, stay with me.
And bring me back anything
Douglas!
useful.
Come on!
Do we have a plan?
We do. Jerome's a spirit of fire action.
Cutter here. Status.
Sir, requesting danger close. On our location. Trailing north. Commence 5 seconds.
Interesting plan.
Understood. Archer missiles inbound.
Alright, well that's one way to introduce the new bad guy in a game. That definitely shows that Atriox is going to be a very intimidating foe, because it's not very often you see one enemy take down 3 Spartans, and these are Spartan 2s. These are Spartans who are the same rank as Master Chief, so these guys aren't just some Spartan 4s that were created from soldiers who already exist. These aren't some Spartan 3s who were made to be disposable. These are the real deal here. So that right there shows me Atriox is someone who you don't want to mess around with. And right there is what I talked about earlier, when I decided to maybe go exploring in the middle of being destroyed and take a little bit more damage than I should have. Overall though, I'm really excited to see where this Let's Play goes, and I really hope that these cutscenes keep being as awesome as they are, and I'm going to try my best to stay quiet during them so you guys can get the full experience.
The controls to the bridge. Alice, now!
On it!
Make it quick! They're closing in!
That's it! Move! I'll cover you! She's gone!
Don't you believe it, Isabel. We're on board, pilot. Let's go.
We have a medical team standing by for Douglas, Jerome. I want a full report from you and that AI as soon as you get back to the Spirit of Fire.
Alright guys, I know this has been kind of a cutscene heavy mission, but it's what it is, it's the intro, so there wasn't really too much to discuss gameplay wise. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll be sticking around for the rest of them. Thank you guys so much for watching, I'll talk to you later.